Good day, folks. Let's chat about the chatbot. Okay, so first of all, you want to think of a topic and then think of the user, the ultimate user that's going to be using this chatbot and how they would interact with it. So that's what I would say as far as like your first step. Okay, if you're not sure, I mean, do something that would be practical. Do you get a bunch of questions about your syllabus, something like that? Just do something like that then, as far as like what the chatbot would be about ultimately. I'm going to also illustrate how to do the four ways page because I think that's pretty approachable. And you would basically specify then in the task, like, what is this thing going to do in terms of like its ultimate goal or how it's going to solve a problem. And then here, like, how do we actually illustrate that that problem has been solved? Okay, so you can put a video there in terms of running the program, but this is going to be text. Okay. Then I've got a starter project here where we have a sort of a template and it's right here. I've also then just to sort of put it in a different format, I've got a flow chart. Okay, so I'll be kind of like going back and forth. So that at least in the initial sort of setup of this template is when the flag is clicked, it's going to ask a question. Okay. And then from here, this is sort of a conditional. So based upon what that user types in, okay. So if it contains sad or depressed, no lowercase, it's lowercase SAD and lowercase depressed. Um, if that is true, some things are going to happen. If that is false, if it doesn't contain those things, something else is going to happen. So that's sort of a conditional right there. So like if this is true, do this, otherwise do something else. So at least initially we have here, if this is true, we're going to go down this pathway. If that's false, we're going to just say okay. All right. So we then this is a great example as far as how this template goes, as far as like kind of like a two level question where it's like we ask an initial question, and if that's true, we almost ask a follow up question then. So we have here going to do a response to if it contains sad or depressed, ask a follow up question, and then if that question contains the word no or no with an uppercase N, we're going to do something else. So that's where this if else. So I've also sort of just thrown in this sort of annotated template. I would say that if you're looking to do just sort of like top level questions where you're not asking follow up questions, you just go ahead. Here you got this template here as far as if an answer contains something, say something. Okay. And I've got here, I'm just going to put this like else here, right here. Okay. And then that would basically do this is going to give you a sense to kind of go into those multi level questions then. I would like one thing I would think about, like when I'm doing this assignment, is depending on your level of CS, like comfort, is how do we sort of make this loop potentially? And as well as how do